Okay, if you are a mom watching this live right now, have you done something that make you feel empowered? Well, for tonight, I have a very special guest all the way from Edmonton, Canada, who is a full-time mom and who will be doing this live with me tonight. And she will be telling us about all about her story and why did she venture in digital entrepreneurship. Okay, so good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are watching this right now. My name is Jannette, and I'm coming to you live from Hereford, UK. And once again, thank you so much for watching us live. If this is your first time to see me online, if this is your first time to meet me, my name is Jannette and I manage this page. Please let me know where you're watching from, whether you're watching from my YouTube channel, from my Facebook page, Cesar and Jannette, or from my Facebook personal. And may I also request that you comment watching live, comment L if you're watching this live, and comment R if you're watching this on replay. I'd like to know. So all right, I hope you all have an amazing evening or morning or evening, like I said, from wherever you are watching. Let's welcome NG from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Well, she's very interesting because she's from Nigeria and then she lived in the UK for few years, I think from 2003 up to 2016, and then decided to move to a more snowy part of the world. How's that? So let's welcome Angie from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Hi, Angie.
Hi, Janet. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for doing this with me. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And you?
I'm very well, thank you. Feeling fantastic. You look
Good.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, okay, Angie, before we start with our online questions Q&A, I'd like to know more about you, and I think our audience or our watchers also want to learn more about you on a more personal level. Are you okay with that?
Oh, why
I'm
not?
going to
Yeah.
ask you
Yeah.
some questions that are a little bit personal. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You ready for this? Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
by the way, thank you. I really appreciate that you're doing this with me tonight.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you some questions. Let me just see. Yeah, or let's see who's watching so that I can see who's watching. Bear with me.
Mhm.
It's because I cannot see in StreamYard.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, some of the watchers I cannot see from StreamYard. So, yeah, there you go. Okay, so MG, if I give you a choice, I'd like you to pick one. Okay?
Wow.
Okay, pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Okay, what flavor? What's your favorite flavor?
Oh, anything spicy. Spicy chicken and beef pizza.
Ooh, nice one. Okay, cities or countryside?
Oh, cities. Cities.
You're an urban person, yeah. Okay. Flip flops or trainers?
Oh, trainers. Train.
Nice. Good. Rice or bread?
Oh, my goodness. Basmati rice to be
Ah,
specific.
you like basmati. Last one.
Mm.
Last set of questions. I think two more.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Listening to podcasts or listening to audibles or reading books.
Oh, listening to podcast.
Well, yeah, we're always on the go.
Oh, yeah.
So we make use of our time doing things while we are preoccupied with something realistic. Anyway, so last one. Okay. With regards to loo roll or tissue paper, over or under?
Over.
Oh, you're over. Okay.
Over.
All right. That's good. That's good.
Ah.
Okay. Well done. Well done. All right. So that's it. Just a little bit of to bring out the energy from you, to bring out the energy from our audience. That's why I ask you those sets of questions to loosen up a bit. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna have a shake, 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 and I think we're ready for our Q&A. You ready?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I've been doing this online interview series. It's because I'd like to bring people who are social proof from our business community, because these days there are so many scams out there, and there are so many fake, people coming online. So I really want to deliver good value. That's why I'm putting out real people, because I want people to know that we are doing a real business, a legitimate business, and we are real people. We are not robots,
No.
right? So with this interview, it's not all about me, but it's all about you. Okay. So what's your story? Who are you before becoming a digital business owner or an online entrepreneur? And can you tell us a strong reason about what brought you to this career path?
Thank you. Thank you. Like you rightly said, my family and I, we lived in the UK for over 10 to 11 years. And then we got tired of, just doing the normal thing there, and we just wanted more. So we decided to move to Edmonton, Alberta in 2016. And prior to our moving here, I had my master's degree in housing management and policy. And I also had 10 years work experience working as an administrator with a local authority. So in my mind, I had everything. I had my qualification and my work experience. So I felt that moving to Edmonton and getting the job would be easy because I was coming from the UK. But the reality was quite shocking. It was. When we got here, settled down, had to put our older son into school. He was just under 9 or 10 at that time. Then our second son was just over 2 years old. So, like most moms, before you start looking for a job, you have to sort out childcare. That's the number one priority. And at that time, we couldn't find childcare within our neighborhood. The only childcare provider at that time was only offering a part-time space. And because I wanted to, ease into the Canadian system, because there was a lot of things to learn. Canada is a different country, a different system. They drive on the other side of the road compared to the UK. So that was a challenge for me as well. I had to remember to always keep my head to the proper side of the road. So the childcare was a major challenge. So I started looking for childcare. It proved difficult. Most of the childcare facilities had a long waiting list. So I was fine, staying at home because my mom, before she passed away at the age of 49 to premenopausal breast cancer, she was a stay-at-home mom. And I remember the sacrifices she made raising my siblings. My mom was always there for us. She was the rock of the family. She made everything okay. So that thought kept me going. But further down the line, we were obviously raising, or basically we were just fending for ourselves on one income, which was my husband's. So the first few months, it was okay because personally, I was still in the holiday mode. New country, new people. But after a while, I became uncomfortable. I became worried. And I just felt that there was something else I could do rather than being a stay-at-home mom. And being a stay-at-home mom, initially, it wasn't a choice. It was by circumstance. And till today, I do not regret it. I love being at home to raise our children, but I still wanted more. I didn't want to rely on my husband for everything, asking him for, money for my own personal upkeep. And to be quite honest, raising a family on one income is, it's not enough. No matter how hard you try to keep the bills down, no matter how hard you try to live on a budget, paying the mortgage, the car insurance, the property tax, there's so much. And mentally, I could see that it wasn't easy for my husband. So that's how my search for something began. Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing. Yeah, that's really one thing I admire about fellow moms like me, that we always step up to help our husband, because we just don't sit down there to see them feed us. You know what I mean? Because we want to
Mhm.
feel empowered. We want to feel we are worthy, not just by raising our children, not just by looking after our family, but to help out financially as well, to in order to build a happy, harmonious
Mhm.
household, isn't it?
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah. So what was your first step? Because my series title is like First Step to Success with Janet. So what was your first step to success? Because I consider this, you are already successful. You are, because you stepped up, you step up in the online world, you are amazing, and you are on yourself very successful. So what was the first step that you took?
The first step was, it was last year when it hit me that no job is secured. That was what hit me. That was the point when I knew I had to find something. Now, I've always known about several types of, online businesses, but I wasn't sure which one. And most importantly, I didn't want a business where I would have to sell products to people. I have to, disturb friends and family. I didn't really want that. And I didn't want something that would compete with my time with the children and my spouse, because I've I've done that before. I did that in the UK. And I know how hard it can be, waking up in the morning, you're rushing, 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 taking the kids to daycare, you're picking them up. It's just a fast paced lifestyle. And I didn't want that. So one afternoon, whilst I was just thinking, because prior to that time, I was really sad because of what was going on. At the same time, I was just fearful of the unknown, because I know that a number of families, had experienced, things like this last year. So one day I was just in my kitchen, and then a friend of mine who happens to be my business coach, she just sent me a message and asked if I'll be interested in a business, an online business. And I was like, oh, online business. I don't know. There's so much going on out there. I don't know if this is a legitimate business. But I was curious because I didn't want to continue waiting for the perfect time or the perfect business venture. So I became curious and I asked her questions. And then she gave me all the necessary information. Then I told her I'll get back to her. And but deep down I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this. It's an online business. I think I know what's going on. I don't want to be a victim. But for some reason, I just had this conviction that, look, this person would not reach out to you and talk to you about this business if it wasn't a legitimate business. And besides that, you wouldn't know about something unless you give it a try. So I became curious and I registered with her and I got to see the information. And to be honest, my business coach, she didn't really need to do a lot of talking because when I registered with her, I paid my registration fee and then I got to see this amazing presentation. So nobody needed to convince me. The presentation was enough conviction for me. I saw everything and it was easy for me to understand. I knew exactly what I was getting myself into and I was prepared to put in the work. So that was the turning point for me last year. That was how I discovered this business. And I'm really glad I did. I have no regrets. It's making me stronger and stronger by the day. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So powerful. Yeah, so powerful. I love it. Love it. You are amazing. So, yeah, what what is this presentation or webinar that Angie is talking about is something that is going live actually in less than 2 hours time. Okay, so I'd like you, Angie, to tell more about this live workshop, and I'd like you to invite everyone about this live workshop that is happening soon, sooner than later.
Yeah. This webinar, it's a no cost virtual webinar, a no cost workshop. And I know a lot of people, when they hear, oh, pay this amount of money, which is it's not a lot of money. You know, we spend that money on grocery shopping virtually every week. But sometimes when we hear you have to pay this certain amount of money to watch a webinar, you know, sometimes it puts people off. But at the end of the day, I know for a fact that if you don't attach value to something, then people might not be interested. You have to attach value to something that will be, you know, of benefit to people. So I registered and I watched the webinar. I got to see real people talking about how they started their business and why they're running their business. Apart from that, I also got to see the products. I got to see the product. Nothing was hidden. It was transparent. I got to see the products. I also got to see the most interesting part of the webinar, which was the compensation or the commissions plan. Huge commissions. When you see it, it just moves you. You know that this company is not messing around. And when I got to listen to the stories of successful business owners, I saw you know, people in their 50s. I even saw stay-at-home moms who had like 4, 5, 6 children, and they were rocking their business. And the more I watched the webinar, the more I became convinced that I made the right decision. I watched the webinar to the very end. I even took down notes. As each slide would come up, I would take down notes. I would rewind to make sure that I understood every single bit. And honestly, from my own experience, there's no matter how much you try to explain the business to people, it wouldn't be sufficient. And that's why that webinar is there. It's been designed to give you all the information you need to know about the business. So that if you want, you can go and Google about the business, go and Google about the products, go and, you know, just go and do your research. And that's why that webinar is there. It's not necessarily for the benefit of the person who would like to show you how to start the business. No, it's for the benefit of the person who's showing interest. We want people to come and see for yourself so that you can make a well-informed decision. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Love it. Love it. Yeah, we don't have to sell. We don't do that. We don't do that in here. We don't bug friends. We don't bug families. We can offer the opportunity, but it's up to them if they want to join. We can offer you this opportunity because what we do now is opening the door for you, but we cannot decide whether you want to come in or not. So it's only you. Like I always say, you are the only variable, isn't it? So yeah, any takeaway message before I let you go? Because I know that you are a busy mom. While the kids are away, you try to make use of your time to run your business while clean the house, sort out the laundry, and just basically doing things around the house. So yeah, any takeaway message to our viewers, please?
Yeah, I have two things. The first one is on Friday, I went to pay my check, and that was an exhilarating experience. You know, when you receive your check in the post or your checks in the post, you feel empowered. You know that you're dealing with a legitimate company. You know that you're on the right track. And then the second thing I like to say is if you were like me last year, you're worried about, raising a family on one income, you're just, you're uncomfortable with your current situation. If you're a mom or a stay-at-home mom or even a stay-at-home dad, and you just want to have, a second stream of income, you want to do a bit more and you don't necessarily want to take up a second job, then I would encourage you to move into this business. Register with Jannette. Jannette is an amazing business mentor. You've watched her, you've been watching her series, and you can see that she knows what she's talking about. There's no way we would put our faces on social media if we weren't dealing with a serious company. We mean business here. So if you want to do more for yourself, you need to get in touch with Jannette. Seriously. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that, Angie. And if you also have resonated with Angie, I'm gonna share this interview with her later, and then she will post her website in the comments. So if you resonated with her, you connect with her. I know she will take good care of you. Angie's an amazing mom. She's an amazing mentor. She's an amazing business owner. So if you resonated with her, you resonated with me, either one of us, that's fine, because our goal, our aim is to help you start your online business. Whether you're not you don't have to know anything about the online world. You don't have to be tech savvy. You don't have to know how to scroll the Facebook. We all teach that here. Okay, we give you a set of skills. We call it a skill set in order to catapult you to where you want to go, to where you want to be. So all you need to do is register either to my website that is posted right here, or to Angie's website where she's going to post in the link below later. Okay, so that's it, guys. Again, we would like to I I'd say encourage, but mostly get intrigued to what this webinar we are talking about. Come and see it for yourself. We don't have to do the talking about what this business is all about. All you need to do is register and hop in, come and have a look. If you think after watching the webinar, you think this is for you, well, thank yourself in the future, because say 5 years or 2 years, 3 years, 5 years from now, look back and thank yourself that you've done something really good, really valuable for yourself. But after watching the webinar and you think it is not for you, still thank yourself, because you know what? You've done a great job because you have opened yourself to other possibilities that you can do in the future. It might not be today, but it might come in the future. Like everything is shifting online now. Everything is moving online. We do online shopping, we do online banking, like just today, because I was at work and I worry that my kids are hungry and they don't have something to eat that when I get home, I still need to prepare. So I just grab my phone, and you know what? I ordered KFC from Uber. So it's done. It's done. Basically online. Anything we want to do, all our routine, our day-to-day routine, it's all done online now. Yeah, so that's it. Just come and have a look and join us in the community if you feel like you want to start a business from scratch, but you don't know how to start and you don't know how to do it. All right? Because we won't all we need from you is your commitment. Once you are committed, we will not give up on you. Okay? So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for staying with us. And if you find value to our um, post, to our video today, feel free to share it to anyone you think might benefit from this. Okay? So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week. And I hope that you will all find that something that you are already looking for. Okay, we try to open this possibility to you just so to give you an overview of what we do online. Okay, so I hope to meet you again, guys, soon, next week for another episode, and stay tuned for more. Take care and bye, everyone.